Yo, what is going on, guys? Pansy here. It's been a while since I did a video like this, but this is my first episode of the BDO log. I'm gonna use it to document my progress through the game and what I've been working on, what I'm working towards and such. I used to do this a lot back in the day, so kind of going back to the roots, but I've been on a bit of a break from BDO when Diablo came out. I was playing that. It was pretty fun while it lasted. Decided it wasn't for me. The first season was a bit of a letdown. But I did come back when we got the J-Hammers. I came back, I tried to tap Pen Block Star 4 times, tried the edging method, but it failed for some reason. I don't know what was going on, but hit my two J-Hammers. Unlike some people, I didn't succeed. Hit 2 crown attempts, and then I rage quit, came back after 2 weeks then, and it was a bit of a grind getting through the Lommel quest line. It was an R simulator, man. I was so disappointed. I really wish they did something great with it. Like, you had the opportunity of Manor of Eternal Winter, Magnus, and this. You could have built like a continuous storyline, characters that we could all get behind and cheer for, and villains we can hate, and they could have built something real. You know, like Final Fantasy 14 does. It's like a great fucking story, right? And I only play FF14 just for the story. I really don't care about raids or anything. I never even stepped into a raid unless it was forced on me by the game. So, you know, they could have done something bigger, but I was so disappointed that they didn't. Honestly, I hope they just come up with a manhwa. Give me a web series where I can just read so I know what the hell's going on in the game now, because I don't know anything about the story or the lore. Anyway, back at it. I did the main quest line. It was rough. You guys saw me on stream. I struggled a lot, but we did eventually finish it. We got our 1 AP 1 DP. We got the Don's glove. We tapped that on stream. We made some other gains elsewhere. As you guys know, if you guys followed me in my recent streams, I have been life skilling for almost 7 months, maybe early in the year when I life skilled, but right now I haven't been doing it, and I thought I'd get back into it. I tried the sniper hunting, really wasn't for me. The mechanics were a bit clunky, it wasn't really comfy. That's what I like about hunting, I'm just chilling, right? But, you know, I thought sniper hunting just wasn't my thing, so I decided not to get into it. I know some people were hoping I'd make a follow-up to my hunting guide. I'm really sorry, but I'm not the guy right now. There are other people who do it much better. I hope one of them makes a guide, or maybe I can work with any of them if they're interested, but yo, it just wasn't for me, and I haven't been doing AFK stuff at all. I turn off my PC at night, believe that? I used to run my PC 24/7. Now I'm like, I don't care. Electricity is expensive. Turn it off at night. So that's what I've been doing. Just recently, when right as the Manos accessory prices started dipping, I did end up selling my Tet accessories. The rest of my life skill setup is completely intact, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing this. I want to get the merchant ring. I want to start working towards it. I want to start doing Olins. That's the main primary goal right now. I've been doing a little bit of crypt, taking advantage of the crystal protection event. Thank God for that. I died many a times, but you know, we made some gear gains. I'm going to show you right now, and I think it's time. I'm at the point where I can do Olins. I can probably get into groups pretty well, I'm hoping. And I'm going to start working towards it and start really putting in time. I don't care if it takes me, you know, 500 to 1,000 hours of Olins. Whatever happens, happens. But at least while I'm progressing through that whole grind, I'm also improving my gear. And we can keep progressing from there. So let's see what happens. Here's my gear at the moment. So we are at 312, 393. I'm still missing 1 DP from a journal. And by the way, I just finished the Lommel journal right before I started recording. I'm so stoked for this. Thank God it is done. It was a bit of a grind, so it took me about 4 hours in total. The 100 chest or 80 chest, I forgot what number. It was 100 chests, I think. So that one, I actually made my own interactive map on Affinity. It had to keep track of things. I hope there's a map out there which does that. If not, garmot.com, BDOlytics, any of you, please make an interactive map to make everyone's life easier. I used the one for Lost Ark and Diablo 4. It was definitely a big helper. So if we had something like that for this, or if we already do, that's great. But yeah, that would definitely help. But I finally got it done. So I'm proud of myself. I felt like that was a big, you know, weight off my shoulder, because I've been putting it off. Rightfully so, is a bit of a pain to do, just like the main story quest line. God, they could have done something great. Like all of these, they're just chores, man. They're just chores. You just got to get put in the time and then take your reward. But they're missing something, like an element of continuity and a side storyline or something. They could have done something good. Hire some comedians or, you know, good writers and make something funny and, you know, memorable. Because that's one of my things. That's the reason I do YouTube in the first place, right? There's twofold reasons, but one of the main reasons is I want to remember what I'm doing. Like, I've played MMORPG since like 2004. Like, it's been a long time, boys. So almost 20 years now, right? I don't regret any of the time I spent in the game. None of it. I regret none of it. Like, I enjoyed the games, I enjoyed the genre, and this is what I love doing. So this is what I do. But unfortunately, you know, as time goes by, you forget a lot of the things you do. I mean, in a game like BDO, we spend how many hours grinding, running in a circle? None of that's memorable. You know, you might remember a few things, but in the long run, you forget a vast majority of the things you do. So I feel like it's not a waste to play the games. I mean, if you're having fun, right? But I think it is a waste if I forget of what I was doing, or, you know, I don't remember anything or make any good memories. But anyway, yeah, so like I'm on the grind right now. I need to do one more journal. So what we're gonna be at is 312, 394. Hey, pause. Over 81% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I drop a new video or go live. Thanks. As recently, I capitalized on the dip in the market, definitely. I bought like pen accessories, my belt, neck, and I had the rune rings. I need cups here. I know, I'll work on those. But I need to start thinking what I'm going to do next. The current goal right now would probably be 394 here. And I could just wait for Ator shoe. I don't know when they're going to drop the new region. I hope it's soon. So then I can switch to Ator shoe, because this is C9, almost C10. I have enough Caphras for it. And then, you know, that give me a nice boost in DP. Or I can just, if it's going to take some time, I could C20 this and then put on like a hunting costume. That put me at 401 DP, 312, 401. I think that'd be a solid point to be at. So I'll see what happens. And yeah, let me show you guys what I'm doing here. Because I've been spending money nonstop on a bunch of things. Like, I've been working on my crystals. My crystals aren't great, but you know, I've gotten some of the new crystal. I got some of the Mac lots. I still got a lot of things I need to buy, so I don't want to just constantly be spending. So I have a loot storage. So I put certain items. I don't put like the Caphras and the Spirit Dust in here. And I just started putting the Rumbling Earth and the Rumbling Wind Shard, even though that's not more... the Swaying Wind Shard, even though that's not worth much. But I've been collecting some trash loot and some accessories. The accessories, I feel like they need to go up eventually. I know we had like some great events right now, so I'm sure they'll go up soon. So I'll just hang on to them. You know, I'm sure they can, once they're like at 100 mil or something plus, I can sell them then, or if I need cash. But that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to build up this little storage here. And it helps me keep track. Like, it's nice seeing it go up by like 1.5, 2 bill a day. I know it's not the full amounts, the full values coming in. Like, for example, I have a different stack of Despairs and the Scorching Sun shards that I was working on and stuff. So it's not the full thing, but it's nice to see the number go up. So that's what I've been doing as well. Now, in terms of life skills, my hope was someday I'll finish the Merchant Ring and then I'll come back. But I did keep everything else intact, like I said earlier. So I can eventually buy stuff back when it seems like a good time to buy it back, or if I feel like getting back into it. At least I can buy like Trimanos or something and just get some soft gear in there and be able to do both things. Like, I used to be able to do both grinding, PvE, and life skilling. And that's one of the things that I enjoyed in the game, like being able to switch to whatever I wanted. But, you know, it's one of those things that right now I just haven't been touching it. So if I'm not doing life skills at all, then that's wasted net worth. And if you're a life skiller and you're not grinding at all, same thing, right? So I felt like it was a good time to make the switch and capitalize on the dip. For the pen accessories, those are usually a bit of a pain to buy. So like, for example, the Layton, let's see, I think I spent about 67 on it. So, you know, it's usually above 80. So 67 bill on this. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I know there are orders for lower and whatnot. I spent about 63.5 for the Eye of the Rune Ring, and I spent, I think, about 47 for the Voltara belt. So I thought it was all good deals. I still need one more Garmoth heart because I've been working on my HP. I'm still missing some journals, so I'm gonna put the HP cup in this, DR cup in that. Hopefully get another Garmoth for this one. But I think it put me at a solid point. I think my HP is gonna be at a decent point. I can do pretty much all the PvE content available right now. Well, Dakia is gonna be an issue. I don't know how well I'd be able to do Dakia at 401 DP. We'll see. Might have to get some narcs going or something. Anyway, we got some good content coming up this week. I'll probably make an announcement here on YouTube, so you guys can tune in for that. There have been pretty controversial changes and some talk going on about the changes made on KR with the pay to win and stuff. I put out a short recently, and the reception wasn't too nice. I know it wasn't directed at me, but about the game in general. But honestly, I'm not really bothered about it. Whether they keep it as it is, fine, or if they do make the changes that KR got. It's whatever. I mean, adapt, move on. If you don't like the game, if you don't like the way it's going, take a break, come back later. I mean, that's always my philosophy. Don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do, right? So we'll see how it plays out. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. I mean, PA, of all the game companies I worked with, like PA is one of the few that's tried hard to improve their game. I mean, a company's got to make money, man. Like, they got to make revenue, and it's not enough to have a subscription fee to sustain them. Blizzard used to some once upon a time, but you know, those days are gone. Not even Blizzard can do that. World of Warcraft, pay to win. You can literally buy a token you can sell for in-game currency. You can use that currency to go buy boosts to Mythic Plus runs, to Mythic raids, and get all the best gear. Pay to win. So you know, every game has it in some format. BDO is one of those games that's very solo oriented. I wish they add some content in which isn't that solo oriented. I mean, I got some great ideas I'm gonna put on YouTube for you guys to chime in on, but there's a lot of things they can do. I think there's a lot they could capitalize on. They really messed up with the Lommel quest line. I feel like, you know, when it started out, I was hooked when I first started the quest line. Like, we found out that, sorry for the spoilers for the first 5 minutes here, but you know, Yonwa's black spirit was Wuju, and she had a kid or something. I don't know, niece, nephew. I forgot the exact thing, but I'm like, oh, this is a storyline they can follow. No, she takes us to the new area. She just shows us around. And she's like, bye. Like, we didn't see her till the end. I'm like, what? So it's like that was a bit of a disappointment. And then the rest of the storyline was just us doing chores. I'm like, what? Why? They had so much potential, man. I mean, that's something they really need to capitalize on. If they want this game to like really resonate with players, I know we had a big influx of players and stuff, and that's great, but they're gonna get to a point after a couple months, they're gonna see the true beast they're up against, and they're going to be like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to run around in circles. But, you know, if there are other things that excite you, like the story and stuff that keeps bringing people back, I know new expansions bring people back, but, you know, something like Final Fantasy 14, where I'm not even a FF14 player. I've never done anything hardcore. I just go to experience the story because it's such a great experience in general. Like, no one does it better than them. I'm not saying it has to be the same. Like, they can make it their own, but they need to put in more effort, more quality cutscenes, not cutscenes for some side actors or side NPCs. I mean, like, actual main story thing that we can follow and get excited. Anyway, that's my rant. So going forward, I'm going to be trying to log all my progress and stuff and what I'm working on, what I'm working towards, and I'll show you guys how this storage progresses. Let's see how many days I last before liquidating this and buying stuff, because I actually need some stuff right now. I need like some basic cash to be able to repair and stuff, but in addition, I need crystals, and those are pretty cheap. Cups, we're probably gonna have to go buy the cups. I'll see if I can farm one, because I know I have 100 Furious shards, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little combination of me giving you an update, my thoughts, and a rant. Hey, take it easy, guys. Catch you guys next time. Remember, code Pansy on checkout to support your boy. That's gonna go on for a few more days. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the upcoming changes. Take it easy.